We got to talk about 90s music one of these days.
Yeah, we've never done a break on that.
No, we have.
Oh, literal, Jim.
Got a lawyer that wants to defend Sal.
Wow.
We got audio from 2005.
Oh, I got to hear that.
Yes.
And Roland's in studio. Just quickly, Roland went to the game last night.
Yeah.
Saw the Brooklyn Nets and the Miami Heat.
Oh.
And Miami Heat is just kicking the Nets. Is it Nets is... The Nets is... How do you do that?
The Nets' ass. Kicking the Nets' ass.
I say Nets is.
I think you have to put a... Yeah, Nets is...
No, it's not Nets.
Nets is.
It's the Nets' ass.
No, I'm going with Nets is.
Esses.
Nets is. Esses.
I was an English major in college.
You didn't go to college.
That's a good point.
And I did, and I'm stupid. How was the game?
The food spread was delicious.
What?
He was sitting courtside, and that's his first thought about the game last night, that the food spread was delicious.
Yeah.
Who puts that out?
The Barclay guy was very kind. So I went back to the food spread. They had everything imaginable, from snow cones to shrimp, sushi.
Shrimp? Did you have any?
Who eats snow cones and shrimp?
And shrimp.
Well,
Well, they're in the ice in the first place, the shrimp. So.
CHTRIMP, shrimp.
It was good. And then that's where I saw Michael Williams. He said hello to Jimmy and you guys.
He didn't say hi to us. He just said hi to Jimmy. You were just trying to...
He probably didn't say hi to me either.
Yeah. He remembered. Yeah, he said, you're the only Jimmy makes me do crazy shit.
Oh.
And started eating his...
Did he say hi to Opie and Anthony?
Yeah.
Pinky swear?
Pinky swear. He said say hi to the guys for me, too.
All right. And you said LeBron looks like a monster up close?
He's massive up close.
How'd you get courtyard seats?
And just ripped?
Courtside.
They had the seat down there, and they go, come sit down here. I'm like, ooh, come.
It's not an explanation.
That's no.
Huh?
How did you get courtside seats?
I was sitting like 10 rows up, and then a seat opened right down there, right near the basket where the Nets were defending. And they said, "You want to come sit down here?"
Who said that to you?
The Barclays guy.
Oh, you know. Okay.
Yeah. So I sat down.
The Nets
guy.
The Nets defend both baskets.
Well, the first quarter, wherever that basket they defended. But as I said, the food was delicious.
Did you stay to the end?
I left when it was tied.
Why? Why?
He's the greatest.
Because I was full and satisfied.
You were full and satisfied.
Your meal was finished?
I was done.
He was full and satisfied. That's why he left.
Did you eat a lot?
I just had a lot of the shrimp and sushi. It was delicious. That's all I ate.
Sushi.
Yeah, it was delicious.
All right. Why aren't you wearing your Michael Sam jersey to get high fives in the subway?
I don't think they give you high fives for that one.
They give you high fives for
Presented
that
a different
one.
way. It's rolled into a fist and punched into your butt.
That's why I didn't want. Or tugging your pee-pee.
Yeah.
Roland likes wearing the latest shirt or jersey to get high fives in the subway if you don't know yet.
How's that
Yeah.
Star Wars one working out for you?
You getting high fives with the Star Wars shirt?
Yeah, I get some looks like, yeah, I can't wait till it's out. Like, yeah, right there.
He has. That's why he started wearing Star Wars T-shirts every day
Yeah.
after the J.J. Abrams Star Wars news started to pick up.
Right.
That's not from the old Star Wars.
Yeah.
What are some of the shirts you've bought very recently to get high fives in the subway?
Han Solo.
I got some Han Solo t-shirts and
Shirts.
a few more Jets and I bought, foolishly, 3 more Nets t-shirts, but I'll invest in Miami soon.
He will be in here
Like
with a
LeBron.
Miami Heat
Oh, yeah.
t-shirt.
Because I went to LeBron, and he goes, "You're wearing a Nets t-shirt." I'm like, my bad.
He said that to you? No.
No, people, he just discussed people. He's just like,
We got...
But do you have conversations in your head and then relay them as real talks?
Yes, I see.
just the
Roland
look.
thinks things.
Yeah.
Like he looked at Michael K. Williams in his mind on the way home. He was like, and Michael goes, "Hey, I
Had a
remember you."
conversation.
And he believes it.
Yeah.
I do have pictures, though.
Snowy in Michigan is very mad. A lot of people very mad at something you just said.
I think left when it was tied would be what they were mad at. Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead, Snowy.
I don't know if I'm mad. I love Roland, but who leaves a playoff if it's a tie?
Not only is it a tie, he's in the front row. His feet are on the court. basically.
I kind of understand if it was a blowout or something like that. Well, I got my stomach. I fill out my stomach. I'm out of here. This game's going nowhere. It's a tie game.
But they lost. I foresaw it.
And he said it perfectly. He was full and satisfied.
Yeah.
So
Are they good luck, boys?
if you're full and satisfied, you got to go home.
What time is it over, you think?
10:30. I don't know.
The train's right there.
Yeah.
Literally right there.
Is it easy? Did everyone you have to wait for the train or no?
Yeah, every 10 minutes. But I figured, 4 minutes left.
4 minutes left, tied game. This would be a good time to leave.
And that's like LeBron and those guys like getting all pumped up. Like those guys look like they're gonna win. So adios, muchachitos.
The greatest.
And
We
that
asked him how it was, and his first thought was shrimp and snow cones.
and sushi was delicious.
And the sushi.
Shrimp.
Right. All right, Snowy.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you,
But
buddy.
we lost, so I hedged my bet and I won.
Yeah. Let's say hi to Joe in Yonkers. Joe.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good. We have a lot of people. I just want to read all the calls. Sal, go fuck yourself. I want to agree that Sal's a prick and Sal is rude.
Oh.
Where's Sal?
Opie,
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
couple things. Number one, fuck Sal. Number two, just for an update, snow cones and shrimp, definitely the blacks, no racist. And you had to see me fucking scramble for that remote with the Michael Sam thing on ESPN. I'm in the basement with my 13-year-old son, and I see this fucking guy go in for a kiss, and I'm diving across the fucking table for that remote. My son's like, Dad, what's the matter? Fucking saved his life right
Can I
there.
ask you a question? And I'm not a parent, but what's the big deal if he just saw that? Like,
Yeah,
I could see if it was porn, but like, if two guys, what is the big deal? Like, what's going to happen after that?
You know what, Jimmy? The fucking 45 minutes I got to sit there now. When I'm ready to just sit down and relax, instead I got to explain to my son what that fucking was that he just saw. I'm trying to fucking avoid that conversation.
Okay.
All right. You know, there's a couple things going on here. I kind of can agree with him slightly. But first of all, I don't care if my kid sees two men kissing. I don't.
She's the gay?
I don't care. I really don't. But you do make a good point that sometimes you get in a situation where you're like, oh, fuck, this is going to be 45 minutes. I don't want to do
fucking conversation.
I give my kid timeouts just so I could check my numbers. Parents,
Unlawful imprisonment.
parents, but you know what, Sal? I was going to say, you know what, Sam? Sorry. But parents do this all the time.
To
No
check
due
their numbers,
process?
though?
But wait a minute, is that so?
Parents will do this all the time. Like the kid is like, that's borderline timeout. You know what? Go into timeout, and then you go and run and do something quickly because you know you have time to yourself finally. It's it's probably not right, but
So is that part
it
of
is
the-
something that parents do.
Is that part of the outrage then? Like a lot of, it's not necessarily that they think it's going to destroy their kids, but like, isn't that, I know again, it's easy for me to say, but isn't that part of being a parent is you got to explain shit you don't want to explain? So I know you don't want to waste 45 minutes.
But are you going to waste that 45 minutes eventually and explain that to them?
Yeah, you know what it is, bro? At that moment, that wasn't, I mean, if I'm going to talk to him about homosexuality, I don't want him to see on fucking ESPN a 6'8" black guy going fucking attacking this little fucking white guy and then have to talk about it.
Well, this is what real people talk about. This
Yeah.
guy is being dead serious. And I don't know. I think Michael Sam, kind of gave it a little extra. I think Michael Sam gave it a little extra knowing that everyone was watching.
I think it's a better idea to have a kid kind of get some information out there in the world, know that that's kind of happening, and then if they're confused about anything, then you come and talk to the parents. To have to just cold go into a conversation about gay lifestyle because there's two men fucking going at it on your television out of nowhere, that seems a little more like you were blindsided as a parent.
I guess you want to do it on your time, is what you're kind of saying.
Yeah,
Right?
and Sports Center seems like it's going to be kind of a safe place to go and watch something with your kid, but then, it's not like you have on some movie, some HBO movie, or Brokeback Mountain or something like that.
That's what all those people said about Janet Jackson's nipple, though.
Yeah, it's one of those things you
Same
just got to
thing,
do
But
it.
that was different because it was kind of played once, no one saw it, and then they blurred it out, and then it was a big issue.
I had a Super Bowl party that day with a whole bunch of kids. Not one fucking kid saw that and said, "Daddy, what was?" Well, I wasn't a daddy back then, or my brother's kids and my sister's kids. Not one kid said, "What was that, mommy? What was that, daddy?" Not one.
Not even, but that's easier too. You could turn around to that kid.
Blew that out of fucking proportion.
I know, but you could turn around to that kid and say, it's not all or nothing. They're not all the same situations. Just because that happened, you could turn to a young kid and say, that is a breast. It's a woman's breast.
Right.
She, uses to feed children with that. Like, it's easy. To try to explain homosexuality to a kid is a little more of a dicey issue.
Right.
First of all, I think a lot of fathers probably don't want a young son to even know that option's available. To be quite frank with you.
But it's not how it works, though.
But a lot of people think maybe it works that way. There's a nature-nurture argument, and it's still an argument. I don't think anyone's come up with the final solution to that one. I do think it's both. I think there are people that are born absolute gay, but then I think there are people that kind of like that lifestyle and go into it voluntarily. I think it's a two-headed snake, as they say.
But it's not, and I'm not talking about this guy as a parent, just in general, like, it's one of those things where they come after. It's not like this guy just said he turned the TV off. Okay, that's fair. But what happens is then parent groups come after someone like this and go, well, we don't want basically because they don't want to sit down and have that unpleasant conversation with their son. This guy is supposed to alter the way he behaves with the person that he loves. And that's where it's like, then they come out and go, oh, it was inappropriate, it was this, but it really wasn't. He's supposed to change what he's doing because people don't want to have an uncomfortable conversation.
I don't think it's always that they just don't want to have the uncomfortable conversation. That's probably part of it.
Sometimes you just don't want to deal it
but I think
at that moment.
Yeah.
It's like the conversation might be inappropriate even for a parent and a child at that age or that moment. Why are the two men kissing?
I'm not ESPN to watch that.
Huh?
What?
I'm not putting on ESPN to fucking see that. Though.
No, you'll put on your gay porn to watch that, sir.
Let me ask you this, Joe. The tough question. So it turns out, and I apologize for saying this ahead of time, but it turns out your son's gay. Now what? Now what happens?
I love my son, and I don't hate anybody, but I want to be. I just don't want shit thrown in my face. Sometimes it just feels like it gets fucking shoved down your throat.
Yeah.
Right. No, you made that point, but you're not really answering. You're not really answering my question. It turns out, he's gay. Are you going to accept that? You're going to be okay with that?
Of course, he's my son.
Okay. All right. I think that's the proper answer, to be honest with you.
That fatherly bond is pretty strong, huh?
Hey, I'm happy. I'm happy for Michael Sam. I'm happy for him. I just don't like how the fucking media just fucking jumps on it and wants to cram it down your throat.
All right.
I don't necessarily disagree with you on that part. And I really think that Michael Sam and his boyfriend there, kind of went in for a little extra. They went in for a little extra knowing. I mean, it's the first time cake was smeared in someone's face because they were drafted in the NFL.
Yeah.
Show me another video where that happened.
Would you feel the same way if it was an interracial couple? Why is the...
I love black chicks.
No, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, that would be like, that's a different thing. And for a long time, that would have been considered shocking.
You're right.
But now it's like something that we're so used to. And this is just the first one. A year from now, 5 years from now, you won't even think twice. You might not like it, but you won't be like, oh my God, because everyone will have seen it multiple times.
Again, I think explaining interracial relationships to a child is a hell of a lot easier than explaining homosexuality to a child. I think it's just easy, and not the fact that it's an awkward conversation. It's just easier to explain. You kind of have to get into certain aspects you might not want to get into when you're talking about gay couples with a kid. I don't know. I don't know.
Stevie Knight, who's a good one on the Twitter, he just tweeted a Louis C.K. Quote: "Two guys are in love, and you don't want to talk to your ugly child for 5 fucking minutes." But I mean, at that moment, it looks like Joe didn't want to fucking have to deal with it. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Joe.
Joe.
Say that some boys like boys and some boys like girls.
And he's like,
why?
No,
I don't know. That's
just
the way
it is.
Oh, I could like boys
if you want.
No,
exactly. That's what it boils down to.
That is what it boils down to.
And nobody will admit that.
No one wants to hear that, though.
But it's not. Wait till you become a father. It doesn't stop with that. A kid will talk until you fucking want to jump out a window.
Yeah, but
they have babies.
Thank you. They don't let it go with, oh, okay, thank you, Daddy. It's like
Can they have babies?
Over again.
No, they can't have babies. Why?
Right.
See, because shit isn't like an egg.
Oh my God!
And if you come into a shit, it won't divide up and turn into a fetus.
Will that stop him from talking? Oh, okay.
I understand your point, Sam. You got to have the conversation, but they will not stop babbling sometimes.
Kids with their dumb questions. Enough. Figure it out on the streets like I did.
I had to play the round circle game all the way back from Philly
What's
this weekend.
the round circle game?
Just pointing out circles, which is fun for about 2 minutes.
How long is the ride from Philly?
It was a little traffic, about 2 hours.
Why
I
did you
ran
wanna play
out
it?
of circles.
Yeah, why would you suggest that game?
And they kept going, it's your turn now. The steering wheel. Oh, that's a good one. And then it was his turn, and it went on the entire ride.
But it's your turn to drive now, okay?
Right.
How about that?
So don't tell me it's as easy as saying, some boys like boys and some boys like girls.
I'd probably rather
It doesn't end with that.
I'd rather
ever.
explain homosexuality than play the circle game.
Circle game.
Someday you'll have to.
There you go.
Everyone's been called gay today.
Oh, boy.
Except me.
Oh,
Well,
Other than that whole episode in the mirror. I get it.
yes.
everybody's making this way too complicated. There's an easy explanation for kids. Okay, let's say hi to Shannon in Virginia. Shannon.
I think my point was just made. I think you just addressed it.
Yeah.
But the point is, with kids, they don't need an explanation. You don't need to go into everything.
Well, they
Some
keep
kids-
asking their dumb questions.
Right.
But aren't they going to ask questions about whatever the topic is? Like, if you're not explaining homosexuality, you're going to be talking about circles.
Well,
So
then
just-
you talk about circles, but homosexuality, a lot of people are, first of all, aren't comfortable talking about it. Secondly, it's a very difficult thing for just the layman kind of parent to talk about and know if they're doing it properly,
Wasn't Joe's kid 13, though?
Yeah, that's a little...
In this day and age, 13-year-olds kind of...
Yeah.
They already know. Of
You don't
course they
have
know.
to.
Kinda
Yeah.
know. When we were growing up, we had 3 channels, and they kept the gay off the TV.
I was balls deep in buzz by fucking 13.
Yeah.
Nice.
Think about it. We had people like Paul Lynn and Liberace, and you want to talk about keeping the gay off the TV. They all acted like those guys were as straight as possible.
Yeah.
So, but
Oh,
kids
yeah.
kids today, they see the gay.
How dumb were we to not know? We were dumb. We were fucking dumb motherfuckers.
Well,
to
Ant
not
does
know.
that great bit where the talk show host would ask Liberace when he's going to settle down with a nice woman or lady.
welcome back, Lee. Any ladies in your life? Well, you know something,
I'm
Burr.
still lucky.
I'm always looking. It's like Mother used to say. I need to settle down and find a wonderful woman to be with. Well, Lee, time's running out. A lot of eligible women out there. Tell me about it, Merv. And we're all watching going, yeah, why isn't he?
Why doesn't he have a lady?
He should have a lady in his life. Lee.
So look, we've come a long way. So relax with the Michael Sam kiss, all right?
Yeah.
We've come a long way. This one's taking a little more time.
I used to think
Paul
that
Lynn.
women...
Paul Lynn was another one that they would
Paul
always
Lynn.
ask.
Because he was funny.
Right.
It was funny. Center square. Just so gay, over the top.
Had no idea.
Oh, and you'd have no idea. He would tell blatant gay jokes in the center square.
He would.
Yeah. Maybe if I flip my chair over. I get it. He's going to sit on a chair leg.
But we didn't get it, though. We were like, he's an upside down man.
Right.
Fucking idiots.
Why would he do that? Fucking Ronan and Martin are laughing in the upper square.
Right.
Drinking, blowing each other.
Can we find someone's got to put it together for us though. Paul Lynn doing the center square, because Ant's right. He had all sorts of crazy double entendre gay things,
Gay jokes.
and jokes.
Not where I live. Yeah, they'd be like talking about straight sex or something. It's like, well.
Did the cock crow? Well, no, I shoved it in my mouth and asshole. Wow. What's he mean by that?
Circle gets the square.
Can we hear a little bit of him? You got him, Sam?
Paul Lynn.
Did you finish, Shannon? I don't even know.
I I think I did.
Okay.
Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you, Shannon, for your
Have
phone
a great
call.
day.
Trying to be more polite, knowing that I look like a complete asshole
we
in
hear
the
some
next
of this?
segment. Yes, no problem.
Let's hear some here.
Opie and Anthony have been creating radio gold for 20 years. Not bad for children of the 80s. Digging through the history, here's a 20th anniversary Opie and Anthony radio gem.
We need this for the radio, Bobo.
Yeah.
Do
We
you
need
understand?
Bobo, the one-man band.
Go to the kitchen, get 2 pots, okay?
All right.
You got 2 pots?
Yeah.
Lay the phone down a little so we could still hear you.
All right. I got a speaker.
Okay. Now take the pots and Bobo, the one-man band, smash the pots together real loud.
Yeah, like you're like cymbals.
Yeah. Smash them together. Sing a song.
But it's not Mr. Steve because he's an F-18.
My sister just grabbed the damn thing. My little sister was with me on the couch.
Bobo, sing Meet the Mets.
Yeah, sing Meet the Mets with the pots and pans.
All right, here you go. I'm in my room.
We need pots and pans, though.
Pots and pans. Meet the Mets.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to get something. Let's see.
You got the pot and pan?
Yeah. I'm back.
Now smash them together hard and sing Meet the Mets.
So we can hear you.
All right. The Mets. Meet the Mets. That's right up there. You have the cover, you're right. The Mets are really talking. Yeah, hog right over the wall. East side, west side. Everybody. BTS, that's a New York town.
Bobo.
Yeah.
That was good. I'll give you that. But you need to do it like a parade, okay? March through the house and do the same thing you just did.
All right.
Now
They won't get mad. Just tell them it's for the show. They'll
It's
understand.
for the show. Come on, Bobo.
Let's go.
Bashing pots and pans in his house. This ungodly hour of the morning.
Yeah, you just got my sister. You believe me? You won't know how my sister's looking right now.
You know how freaking tired I am, and I finally got to see you freaking wake me up.
Come on, for the show, yell, shut up, bitch.
Yeah, shut up, bitch.
It's not an explanation.
That's no.
Huh?
How did you get courtside seats?
I was sitting like 10 rows up, and then a seat opened right down there, right near the basket where the Nets were defending. And they said, "Why don't you come sit down here?"
Who said that to you?
The Barclays guy.
Oh, you know. Okay.
Yeah.
You
So I
do
sat
know
down.
that the
guy.
the Nets defend both baskets.
Well, the first quarter, wherever that basket they defended.
We got to talk about 90s music one of these days.
Yeah, we've never done a break on that.
No, we have.
Oh, literal, Jim.
Got a lawyer that wants to defend Sal.
Wow.
We got audio from 2005.
Oh, I gotta hear that.
Yes.
And Roland's in studio. Just quickly, Roland went to the game last night.
Yes.
Saw the Brooklyn Nets and the Miami Heat.
Oh.
And Miami Heat is just kicking the Nets. Is the Nets is how do you do
Not
that?
the Nets asked.
Hello to Jimmy and you guys.
He didn't say hi to us. He just said hi to Jimmy. You were just trying to.
He probably didn't say hi to me either.
Yeah, he remembered. Yeah, he said, the only Jimmy makes me do crazy shit.
Oh.
And started eating his.
Did he say hi to Opie and Anthony?
Yeah.
Pinky swear?
Pinky swear. He said, say hi to the guys for me, too.
All right. And you said LeBron looks like a monster up close?
He's massive up close.
How'd you get courtyard seats?
And just ripped?
Courtside.
They had the seat down there, and they go, come sit down here. I'm like, ooh, come.
He was sitting courtside, and that's his first thought about the game last night, that the food spread was delicious.
Yeah.
Who puts that out?
The Barclay guy was very kind. So I went back to the food spread. They had everything imaginable, from snow cones to shrimp, sushi.
Shrimp? Did you have any?
Who eats snow cones and shrimp?
And shrimp.
Well,
Well, they're in the ice in the first place, the shrimp. So.
CHTRIMP, shrimp.
It was good. And then that's where I saw Michael K. Williams. He said,
Kicking the Nets' ass.
I say Nets is.
I think you have to put a, Nets is.
No, it's not Nets.
Nets is.
It's the Nets' ass.
No, I'm going with Nets is.
S's.
Nets is S's.
I was an English major in college.
You didn't go to college.
That's a good point.
And I did, and I'm stupid. How was the game?
the food spread was delicious.
What?